In this session, we are going to discuss the method of drawing the perspective view of a cone. The dimensions of the same is being clearly mentioned in the question. And it is found that the central plane is lying towards a left of the axis of the cone. So it should be ensured that there is sufficient space towards the left hand side of the page that you are drawing. The very first step is to draw the PPP line, and then you have to take the distance 15 mm from any point in the PPP line and mark the point as O, as it is told in the question that the axis is 50 mm behind the picture plane. Behind means you have to take towards upside. Okay, and then with O as center and 30 mm as diameter, you have to complete the circle, and then you have to divide the circle into 8 equal parts and name it as A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. And you have to also draw the diagonals and name the central point as O. And with this, the top view of the object is being completed. From the top edge, which is J, you have to take 15 mm and then you have to draw a horizontal line and name it as elevation of the ground plane. After that, on the EGP line, you have to draw the front view of the cone. The front view of the cone is a triangle. So you have to draw the triangle and then you have to mark the corresponding points in the EGP line. And you will be getting 5 points in the EGP line, and you will be getting a central axis point as O dash. Through the central line, you have to draw the axis by using chain lines. After doing this much, the very next step is to draw the central plane. And it is told in the question that the central plane is towards the left of the axis of the cone. So from this axis line, you have to take 20 mm towards the left of the axis, and you have to draw a perpendicular line and name that point as CP, which represents central plane. On the CP line, the next step, which is step number 5, is to mark the station point or the top view of the station point. And it is told that the station point is 30 mm in front of the picture plane. So you have to take 30 mm on the CP line. In front of the PPP line, you have to take 30 mm and mark the point as S. Then the step number 6 is to mark the front view of the station point. And for the seam, in the question it is told that the station point is 40 mm above the ground. So from the EGP line and on the CP, you have to take 40 mm above the ground plane and name the point as S dash, that represents the front view of the station point. Then you have step number 7. So through the S dash, you have to draw a horizontal line and name the same as EHP. For ensuring neatness, please do ensure that you are drawing all the endpoints of these 3 lines in the same particular line. And after that, you have to draw the visual rays in the top view. From the point S, you have to draw visual rays towards 8 particular endpoints as well as the center point, which is O. So you will be getting in total 9 lines in the top view. Similarly, you have to do in the case of front view also, that is step number 9. So from the point S dash, you have to draw visual rays so as to reach towards all the 5 points in the touching the EGP line, and you will be getting the 6th point that is touching the axis. Okay, so you will be getting in total 6 particular visual rays in the front view and 9 visual rays in the top view. Then you have to mark the intersection points. Okay, so these are the intersection points 1, 2, corresponding you will be getting 8 intersection points. That means the visual rays that are touching the PPP line, these are known as intersection points. From each intersection line, you have to draw a vertical line. For example, for the visual ray which is SA, the intersecting point is this particular point. From that point, you have to draw vertical line, and that will meet on the S dash A dash line, and that particular point is named as capital A. Similarly, you have to mark B, C, D, E, F, G and H. And at last you have to mark the point O. All these points are to be represented by using capital case letters. Then you have to join the end points. So this particular area, the end line or the end point is OE. So you have to draw by using straight line. Why you are using straight line? Because for the cone, this particular edge is known as slant edge. For this particular side, the end line is OD. Okay, so you have to join by using a scale, the OD line. Then this particular area comes as the outside boundary. So as it is a cone, you have to join the outside boundaries by using free hands, and the other parts that comes inside are to be joined by using dotted lines. So this is the perspective view of the cone. So please understand the method involved in drawing the perspective view of the cone. For usual cases, this particular question or the perspective views of spheres are not asked in KTU University examinations. Instead, the prisms as well as pyramids are usually asked. Thank you.